It was exactly 1 month after I took the seven-figure Realtor masterclass that I made my first million in real estate.
In fact, even before graduating. In fact, I'm a seven-figure realtor.
Congratulations!
During the month of taking this course, I closed a very big deal.
I've never been exposed to a more articulate, well-structured real estate class.
Hello and welcome to Sales Tips by Fortreal Real Estate Academy, Nigeria's #1 real estate academy. In this particular video, we're going to be looking at or continuing the series on 12 top qualities that you must possess if you want to become a top selling realtor, a top selling broker, a top selling real estate brand. Now, you cannot or we cannot overemphasize the importance of these qualities. And if you have not seen the part one of this series, do make sure that you check it out before you watch this particular one. I've done part quality or number one quality to number 6, and in this particular video I'll be looking at number 7 to number 12. And so do make sure that you watch this video to the very end so that you get all of the information I'm going to be sharing in this particular video. My name is Raymond Ijema and I am the lead facilitator of this academy. And what we're doing here is to make sure that we are able to inspire, equip, and empower realtors to be able to sell. Because if you can sell real estate consistently, you will forever kiss poverty goodbye, right? So it's important that you invest in knowledge, and that's why we're offering free knowledge here. And if you're ready and interested, committed to getting more knowledge, you can enroll for our paid program where you will literally hold you by the hand and make sure that you are able to become a top selling realtor. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now begin to look at the other part. And very importantly, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, drop a comment, and we're also open to taking your questions, and then let us know where you have issues so that we can also do a video to respond to your issue. And yes, make sure you share this with a friend as well so that they're also able to learn about how to become top selling realtors or real estate or a real estate brand. All right, so let's go into the conversation. Number 7, because we already dealt with number 1 to 6 in the part 1 of this video. So number 7 is that as or somebody who desires, if you're somebody who desires to become a top selling realtor, then one quality that you must possess is the quality of a closer. You must deliberately grow and nurture the skill of being a closer, nurture the qualities that closers possess, right? And I'm going to have to do a video for this specific conversation on the issue of closing, right? I'm going to give you certain tips on closing. Closing is a very wide conversation. It's one of the longest lectures in our academy under our paid program, because it's very extensive and it's extremely important. So I'm going to do a free video in that regard on this YouTube channel. But just so that you know, right, if you assuming you're struggling with selling real estate, one of the reasons you most likely may be struggling is because you are not a closer yet, right? So if you want to become a top selling brand, a top selling realtor, a top selling real estate brand generally, you must begin to grow and groom yourself to become a closer. All right, number 8 is follow up. Now, follow up is part of the activities that you carry out when closing, right? And if you are able to follow up strategically, you will be able to close more. There's a popular saying that a lot of money is lost on the altar of not following up, right? Because some persons need some push at some point. You agree with me that there are certain things that you would have wanted to buy, right? Maybe you chat up your friend, and for whatever reason you are just delaying, you're developing cold feet, and that guy is just chatting you up. Hey, Alpha, I don't send your account. Are you not going to pay or whatever? Something that just nudges you, pushes you, and you decide, okay, let me just transfer this money. This guy is already disturbing me, right? That is follow up. But then with real estate, there can be some form of tricks to it, because if it's high ticket and a lot of emotions are involved, it's a major decision for. I mean, real estate is a major decision. At any point, anybody wants to buy real estate, it's largely a major decision for the person because a lot of money is involved. And if you're not careful, you cross the line of follow up and go into desperation. And when you do that, the person starts getting afraid. I'm wondering, does this guy want to steal my money and all of that? And there's a way to there's a trick to that, which is the place of trust, branding, which I'm going to have to do again in another video. I already have branding as part of the conversations I'm going to do or I'm going to talk about, right? So follow up is critical. If you can follow up effectively, if you can develop your follow up skills, then trust me, you'll be able to do well, becoming a top selling realtor. And number 9 is uh, top selling realtors are legally smart. Yes, I will say they are legally smart because, and that is from a place of understanding the importance of the law, right? I have always said it. It's not because I'm a lawyer, right? For some of you who may not know, I am a lawyer by profession. I am, like I said, or like I like to say in my other part of the video under real estate brokerage brand, I like to say that I am the lawyer that loves real estate. All right. I first became a lawyer before I fell in love with real estate. And from the perspective of a lawyer doing real estate, I found out the importance of law. And as a matter of fact, I like to always say that law is the guarantee of safe, or this guarantee of safe, successful, profitable, and sustainable real estate transactions. You can't take away the law from any real estate transaction. I think I said it yesterday in one of the videos I was doing that everything, the success of every real estate transaction rises and falls on the altar of law, right? So if you ignore law, then you will not be doing well. And at certain levels, it's okay, right? Maybe when you're selling 500,000 naira product, 1 million naira product, there may not be too much scrutiny with titles and all of that. And that is largely because of maybe the understanding or knowledge of the person who has made that money. But by the time you begin to do certain kinds of transactions, like we do here in Abuja, as I speak to you, our least plot of land is 5.5 million, and that's because it's on pre-launch. On a normal day, it's in the average of 10 million naira, right? So when you begin to do such level of transactions and even way more, 100 million, a lot of legalities are involved. And if you are a realtor that is completely ignorant about the legal part of the business, there'll be an issue.
The best part of the course for me was the Realtor's law course. My favorite part was also the Realtor's law course as well.
Law course got to make me understand that there are some things that could put you into trouble in the business if you don't have the knowledge.
So it is on the basis of my understanding the legal part of the business that I created what I refer to as the real estate law course. It is a comprehensive course that teaches you the basis of everything you need to know about property law in Nigeria. One mistake that a lot of you make is researching about the legal part of real estate on the internet. And the issue with that is that the information you are going to get will not be directly applicable or relevant within the Nigerian real estate system, because it operates a different system, because real estate is not is generally global but specifically local. In other words, there are local realities, customary realities and practices that make real estate work within Nigeria. The same way you cannot get or search about real estate in Nigeria and assume that there's going to be application of same in the UK or in the US, right? So you must understand the local realities of real estate and treat it that way. That is why it's important that you search. If you're going to gain or search for, do a research about the real estate, the legal part of the business of real estate, you must do that or get such information from a property lawyer or a verified law firm or a verified law website, right? So that you are getting the right knowledge from the right source. So the people who become all realtors or real estate professionals who become top selling are legally smart. It's a business that is long term, and you must play or think in that direction by making sure that you are playing safe by virtue of understanding the legal part of the business. And one of the things that it does for you is that it also makes you a good closer, right? Because when you talk, when you have conversations, closing conversations with your client will know that this guy is not joking. This guy is an authority. This guy is a consultant. This lady knows what she's saying, right? And you talk with some level of confidence. This is one of the feedbacks I've gotten from most of the people who have taken the real estate law course. There's a lot of conversation about how real estate law course makes them more confident to talk to clients, because you are sure you know what you are saying. You're not talking based on you're not sure. You're not talking as though you are not sure what you're saying. Because you have learned from an authority, you are able to speak with authority yourself. And all of the times you are sure what you are doing, and the clients really trust you even more, right? So the legal part of the business is important. It helps you to close better and it also helps you to play safe, right? And so that's it for the legal part of the business. And number 10 is that they operate based on certain principles. So I have to put all of the principles under one umbrella. Number one, they are excellent. Qualities you must pay attention to if you want to become a top selling realtor. Number one, you are excellent. You are excellent. Number two, you are hardworking. Number three, you are patient. Number four, you have integrity. You're transparent. You're honest, right? You're selfless, right? You're patient. Patience is very important. Excellence is very important. These are qualities that are embodied in people who are considered top selling realtors. They are good communicators. You must begin to train yourself to speak to people, speak the right way, use the right words. Those are powerful tools because words can be used to trigger emotion. And if you trigger the right emotion, you will be able to make or convince clients to buy from you. Right. Number 11 is the build relationships. Networking is critical if you want to be move from just selling real estate to become a top selling realtor, or move from not selling at all to moving into the realm of selling at the top level, right? So networking, building relationships, it's very important, and we cannot overemphasize it. Number 12, which is the last one I'll be sharing briefly with us, is they're valuable and they're visible. Two important words: valuable and visible. It's one thing to be valuable and not be visible, right? It's another thing to be visible but not valuable at all. You're shooting yourself, you will be shooting yourself on both sides. So it's important that you create a balance between being valuable and being visible, right? And by virtue of, or what you need to be valuable is to put a lot of knowledge in you. When you have a lot of knowledge invested in you, it brings a level of value. And if you add visibility to that value, leveraging on social media, leveraging on platforms that will push you out even more, at that point you will be able to become a top selling realtor. So again, put all of these qualities together, package them as a value based on your personality, and then add massive visibility to it. If you add visibility to all of these, leveraging on social media platforms, then trust me, you will become a top selling realtor over time. Some of these conversations or some of these brief points I've given to us are such that will require another conversation, and I'm going to have that conversation as we proceed. But if you're ready to even go deeper and grab all the knowledge that you need as quick as possible, then it's okay for you to register for our paid master program. And you walk through all of the trainings, all of the classes are pre-recorded, and it basically gives you access to mentorship and everything you need to become a top selling realtor at the highest level. My name again is Raymond Ejama, and this was brought to you by Fortreal Real Estate Academy. Do subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop a comment, and if you have questions, we'll be happy to receive them in the comment section and then reply you, of course, or do a video about your question if your question requires for us to do a video about it. So make sure you share this with your friend as well, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.